Bees are one of the few Minecraft heads that are only 7x7. I've calculated how many strips of dough you're gonna need here. First of all, make your dough. Recipe is in one of my old videos. And then color your dough. You can eyeball the proportions if you want. Here are the colors you'll need. Then roll the dough out into slabs. I like using chopsticks to make sure that they're even thickness. They don't have to be rectangles, I just like making them that way. Freeze them to harden. Cut them into strips with square cross sections so that you can assemble them like you would in Minecraft. Assemble starting from the bottom to the top, following the blueprint that was drawn earlier. Freeze your log one more time before you go to cut them. And bake the cookies, and you got bee cookies. Recipe. For the crust, add everything but the flour and melt it over the stove. Mix in your flour and chill in the fridge. For the curd, heat everything but the butter in a pot to 85 degrees Celsius. Strain, then blend with your butter. Cool this in the fridge as well. Press your chilled dough into your tart molds. If you don't have tart molds, you can also use silicone cupcake liners or regular paper liners. Bake at 410 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Now all that's left to do is assemble. Let your tart shells cool before filling them with lemon curd. For the meringue, heat water and sugar to 118 degrees Celsius, beat your egg whites to stiff peaks, and then slowly add in your sugar syrup. Then, just pipe your meringue onto the tarts. I've shown you 3 ways here, but if you're not very confident in your piping skills, you can always just spoon it on top. Just finish it off with a blowtorch and you're done. Enjoy!
Don't you dare throw those away. We're making the best banana bread. I can't stress it enough. Measure like this. Sweet. Best way to measure. 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. 3/4 cup unsalted butter. Make sure the butter's softened, not melted. 1 cup packed light brown sugar. Cream, medium speed, 2 minutes. 2 eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Ripe bananas. The batter's gonna curdle. Don't do you worry. Funnel in the flour, low speed until combined. That way you don't make a mess. Spray 9x5 loaf pan. 45 minutes to 1 hour. Oh yeah.
Hi guys, my name's Jill, and here is part 7 of my unpopular opinions, but today it's my unpopular baking opinions. First, I would much rather eat a slice of cake over a cupcake. I just feel like it's so much more satisfying to eat it that way. The next one, I apologize, I'm sorry, I don't mean it personally, but I feel like sometimes sprinkles are kind of overused. Like, I feel like you don't need to have sprinkles on every single cake, but sometimes they're not completely necessary. I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Don't cancel me. That's just my opinion. Next, I feel like cookies are the best dessert to eat, but they're definitely the worst to make. Like, it's just so tedious having to scoop out all the cookie dough and roll it out and do all the things. I just don't really enjoy it, but they taste delicious. And okay, as much as I try to limit my waste when I'm baking, I really do, I cannot do it with reusable piping bags. It just is like, it takes so long to wash them, and it gets so messy and kind of gross, honestly, and it's just not possible. I try to use the least amount of plastic piping bags that I can, but it's like, I'm sorry, you will never see me using a reusable piping bag. It's a lot. But those are my unpopular opinions.
Hey friends, I'm running a bit of a social experiment on this video. So you'll see that partway through I change into something that I don't usually wear for my videos. That's because I made this cake on a Friday night and it was right before I was going out with my friends for some drinks. I don't usually do cakes on the weekends at all because I like to have weekends to myself so I can socialize, play my sports, and just generally relax. But sometimes I do, and in that case I'll just squeeze them around my social life, like this night. It was an autumn themed cake, so I used these Sprinkle Pop Shop sprinkles. How cute are those pumpkins? And then I matched the color scheme of the cake to the sprinkle blend because I thought it was a really nice scheme. Cut the top off for some sharp edges, added a rope border and some more sprinkles because they really were the star of the show. And if you're wondering what the experiment is, I'm willing to bet that I'm going to have way more male followers after posting this video than I did before. Stay tuned and I'll show the results.
First time I did it, yeah.